For me, Julia, a Roman, snow had always been little more than a picturesque backdrop. Perhaps dusting the hills of Florence for a photo. But the moment I stepped off the train at Tazawaco station in Akita, I was met with the breathtaking shock of pure white. Snow sank up to my ankles, and the silence seemed to absorb every sound. Raised under the Sicilian sun, this harsh winter environment was as challenging as my exacting palate. I have spent 20 years honing a tongue trained in the rigorous gastronomic culture of Italy. Here, in the deep north of Japan, I had come searching not just for great food, but for the ultimate manzoku, a deep, soul-satisfying contentment. With heavy snow falling fiercely, I didn't hesitate to rush into an Inaniwa udon shop. The small shop was filled with the warm, savory aroma of soy sauce, a stark contrast to the biting cold outside. I ordered a hot cake udon. The moment I saw the noodles floating in the clear broth, I paused. This was not the thick, rustic udon I knew. Like a silk ribbon allowing light to pass through, these exquisitely thin noodles were stretched with a grace that would shame Italian tagliatelle. Slurping the noodles with the hot dashi, I felt an elastic yet delicate chewiness lingering on my tongue, alive even in the scorching broth. Squisito, Questo e il vero comfort food, I involuntarily exclaimed in Italian. This first culinary encounter was Akita's initial tribute to my demanding palate. With my belly warmed, I headed to a small, lively guest house. In the communal lounge, I quickly befriended Sayaka, a backpacker from Tokyo. As the night deepened, the sake flowed, and the atmosphere became wonderfully high-spirited. Sayaka leaned in, confiding a tale about Kanyoku mixed gender, bathing a cultural shock more potent than any daring party story from Italy. It's a very old tradition, she explained, symbolizing a pure reverence for nature, where the division of genders holds no meaning. My gastronomic curiosity was instantly piqued by this cultural flavor. I couldn't ignore this indigenous taste, having traveled so far for new experiences. Fantastico, where is the most authentic place? The next morning, we decided to visit the hidden onsen after a stroll around Lake Tozawa. The following morning, the snow had ceased, leaving behind a brilliant white landscape. We arrived at the shore of Lake Tozawa. The winter lake shimmered in a deep sapphire blue, its mysterious color holding a northern solemnity, entirely unlike the shallow turquoise of the Venetian lagoon. By the shore stood the golden statue of Princess Tetsuko. Sayaka recounted the tragic legend of the princess who, in her quest for eternal beauty, transformed into a dragon and became the mistress of the lake, condemned to eternal loneliness. As someone driven by an aesthetic passion for gastronomy, I felt a strange kinship with Tetsuko's desire for eternal beauty, even if it led to a permanent sentence. Immersed in Tetsuko's tale, we made our way to the secret onsen village. Thick with the scent of sulfur, snow began to fall heavily again as I stepped into the open-air Rotenburo. Surrounded by low stone walls, the water in the tub was an opaque, milky white, and thick steam rose fantastically, blurring the silhouettes of others. This very mise-en scene served as the bath's perfect privacy shield. I surrendered my body to the intense heat of the water, while cold snowflakes kissed my skin, melting instantly. The smell of sulfur, the raw heat, and the chilling snow. No one paid attention to anyone else. It was a purely elemental ritual, transcending gender and nationality, a convergence of human and nature. This onsen culture quieted my demanding palate, and granted me the most primary, purest, manzoku of the body. It was a complete sense of liberation that I hadn't found in romantic Italy or the sophisticated world of gourmet dining. Though perfectly relaxed, the gourmand's tongue was already craving the next satisfaction. Sayaka and I headed to a small local market near the guest house to gather ingredients for dinner. The market bustled with the lively voices of merchants and the unique winter produce of Akita. Being as meticulous as my Sicilian mother, I closely checked the freshness of the fish and the soil-covered vegetables. The merchants good-naturedly answered my constant inquiries, and soon we had everything needed for our main dish, kira tanponabe. In a corner dedicated to preserved foods, Sayaka picked up ibaragako, an Akita specialty smoked, pickled daikon radish. My Italian gastronomic mind immediately began comparing it to our salumi. Smoking and fermentation like our cured meats and cheeses, this simple radish slice was an art of preservation. I took a bite of the deep yellow slice. A profound, smoky aroma of burning wood filled my mouth, followed by a sweet, crisp texture. Incredible. Ibarigacco was the simple ingredient's fragrant drama. We then went to the liquor corner to select a local sake to pair with this appetizer. As I hesitated before the array of bottles, a friendly merchant approached. "You must be from far away. If you're having nabe and ibarigacco tonight, deja is perfect. It's brewed with our local rice, so the flavor is clean and clear. But it has enough body that it won't clash with the strong, smoky flavor of the snack. In fact, it enhances it." I nodded, convinced by his confidence. Just like choosing wine in Italy, the method of selecting sake here was steeped in local history and culinary knowledge. We hurried back to the guest house. Before starting the kiritanpo nabe, we decided to sample the deja sake. As the cold tokuri was poured into the small cup, a delicate, pristine fragrance of rice tickled my nose like the clear runoff from the Alps' perennial snow. I took a slow sip. The sensation on my tongue was surprisingly clean. It wasn't an immediate burst of flavor like a powerful Italian white wine. Instead, it slid in smoothly and gracefully. My mouth was filled with the subtle sweetness of freshly polished rice, followed by a sharp yet clear dryness. Just as the merchant promised, this clean taste didn't conflict with the intense smokiness of the ibarigacco. Instead, it acted as the perfect palate mediator, refreshing the mouth for the next bite. Perfetto. With fully relaxed bodies and awakened palates, we entered the communal space, which was filled with warmth and aroma. At the center lay the Aurori sunken hearth, where charcoal glowed gently, giving off a savory scent. Sayaka and I sat by the hearth and began cooking the kiritanpo nabe with the ingredients we had just bought. While the broth simmered, we shared the cold deja sake with the ibarigacco. Under the red glow of the Aurori, the shared moment of strangers laughing and passing the sake enhanced the dish's flavor immensely. Once the chicken broth reached its deepest flavor, we added the chewy kiritanpo and fresh vegetables, and the nabe was ready. As I finished a bowl of kiritanpo nabe, I realized that the ultimate manzoku in Akita was not just the subtlety of a naniwa udon. The heat of the onsen, or the perfect pairing of ibarigacco and deja sake. It was found in the moment of opening my heart to strangers, momentarily setting aside my demanding standards, and sharing their culture and warmth. In the company around that Aurori, I discovered not only a deeper culinary exploration, but also the most precious human warmth a traveler in her 20s could find.